Hey, what's up, guys? How is your Friday going? Manze, me, I am tired. I'm like, woo la la, the week is over. Finally. So, guys, I'm in Injuries, Carolina Carls, of course. And today, nimeamua ni pop into Jimmy Gait. He's an artist who's in anatoa ngoma kali alafu anapotea hivi kidogo, so leo nimeamua nikuje nimtafute mimi mwenyewe. Alright, so let me call him nione kama ako around. So, but this is the location that we got, right? I hope we read the map right. No, this is the right location. All right, so let's call Jimmy Gait and tujue kama yuko around. Here we go. Jimmy has to pick up. If you have any questions by the way for him, please feel free, totally free to comment below and I'll be reading them. Hey, Jimmy Gait ashukui simu, my friend. Ama tumewekwa blacklist. Blacklist clear. All right. Hey. Okay. I hope this is the real number. Okay. I hope it has zoom in your number, the real one. Oh my god. Okay, let me try a second ring. We do this on Crash Call. People are supposed to be picking up calls. But anyway, this guy needs to pick up the phone. We need to find out whether he's around. But anyway, this is the correct location that we got. And we are popping into him. I hope he's aware that we are coming. I think this is his car. Yeah, I think this is his car. Jimmy! You're here, finally. We were doubting whether we had the right map or not. Mambo, how you doing? We were calling you, kuna pick. What's up?
I'm sorry. I've not been feeling well today. I was actually not coming to work. Leo siku na come job, so
no, you're not picking up our calls, my friend.
I'm sorry. I think my phone was on silent. Huwa silengi.
Hapo umejaribu kujisave.
Niko na homa. So today I wasn't actually working. So ni vile tu yani I had to do this for you.
Alright, guys, check out the chilled Jimmy Gait. Love hatuna suti, my friend. Totally popping. So this is how you relax when you're not working out.
People think that I'm usually this suited guy all the time. No, I mean sometimes I chill out.
Okay. So what's the best way for you to chill out?
I love being home, by the way. Being home gives me a lot of calmness. Yeah, napenda kuwa home, relax on movies. I'm not a party person. I'm not an outgoing person. I'm a very serious introvert. So me penda tu kuwa home. Ama sometimes kwa ofisi. If I'm not in a meeting, ama kama siko na show. So yeah. But today I had to relax because I'm not feeling too well and I have a show tonight in Nyeri. So I needed to relax, to cool my voice down.
Now how are you gonna perform nini leo na your voice ikona nini?
Well, I think when I get up on stage, just I don't know. Yani I become a different force altogether. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you take anything before a show?
No, actually I don't.
I
just pray.
For real?
I pray. I have to pray before I go on stage.
That's right. I do work out because naona uko fit pia.
Well, I try. But I want to take it a little more serious now. You
do the lifting?
I want to beat Calligraph Jones. Very soon. Calligraph Jones, I'm on you.
How many months?
I keep telling you I'm the real OG. I'm the realest OG. You're the real OG, but I'm the realest OG. Anyway, I'm kidding.
No, how many months will they give you to fike your level like calligraphy ya kuunga?
Maybe a year.
A year. So if we come probably next year, utakuwa umeonga hivyo vyote?
Well, let's wait and see. But I'll do my best. Yeah, I'll do.
Basi, so I guess this is your office, right?
Yeah, this is where I work from. This is my office. But today we were not working. Actually, I've just come because of you guys. Yeah, so, but I can, take you in.
Alafu najua tunakwanga na ile chai ya wageni. I hope tutakuwa na chai ya wageni. Anyway guys, feel free, come in. So Jimmy, now that we are here, we need to get to know everything, or what you can get to know about you. Oh yeah, so I need guys to see this, of which we'll be talking about his here later on. Yeah, so Jimmy Gait will be taking us through.
Yeah, this is the home of Hisia. So this is where Hisia was born. This is where it's being done. Yeah, so this is our reception. Yeah, but today is empty because nobody is here. We are not working today.
Nice.
Yeah.
What I love most about it is the decor and everything. When will come up nayo? Ama ni ulipata na designer and all that?
I'm a creative, so usually I'll create something and then, I will delegate on the execution, but I'll explain on what I'm looking at. Yeah, so this is basically our reception and how it looks like. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so we have another office here.
Yeah, this is the workstation where the team works from.
So he says a very big, it's a very big thing.
Well, it's a big movement. So we have a whole team that works from here. Yeah. So this is our workstation for the team. Yeah.
I see. So guys, you've seen. We move on.
Yeah, and then we cook from here also.
Ndio chakula inakujianga, my friends.
So we cook from here. This is a simple kitchen where we do the cooking. Yeah.
You know how to cook?
I'm a very good cook.
What can you be able to cook?
Anything.
For real?
Oh yeah, I cook.
For yourself?
I'm a bachelor, so...
Oh yeah, yes. We needed to remind people that, so you're a bachelor. Okay, now we know. So you can cook basically everything from rice, ugali, chapati,
anything. And my food is really good. Anybody that eats my food is like, Jimmy, did you cook this? Are you serious? Yeah, that's how good I am. But I don't say.
Basi so lura tengenezea nini kama wageni?
Sasa leo sijisikii poa, lakini kahawa hivi hatuwezi kosa sana. I'll fix for you guys.
Okay. So guys, feel free to ask any question. I'll be going through our comment box anytime soon. But anyway, Jimmy, I'd like you to take us through, is it 10 or 9 years so far?
Well, over 10 years actually. Yeah, over 10 years. So coming this far is actually, it has taken a lot of hard work, God, Yeah, so it's not been easy, but I thank God.
So for those over 10 years, I'd like to know from you, what has been the biggest, let's say, the biggest accomplishment in those 10 years?
The biggest accomplishment would probably have to be the fact that I've been able to inspire some people. I came from the village, from nothing, and I was able to come to where I am today. I think for me that's the biggest achievement, being able to inspire somebody. There's so many people who inbox me and text me and tell me, Jimmy, you really inspire me, and that really keeps me going. Yeah.
Okay. Next question. The biggest regrets?
I don't have regrets. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't regret.
You don't regret anything? Okay. The best memories?
Best memories. One of the best memories is when I got back to the village from Nairobi. Because life was so difficult. And then I was in the village for 9 months, but I still used to come to Nairobi to pursue my career. And then I remember when I was going home in the evening, alafu Dere akasema, Makanga akasema, hey, Dere shukisha haraka tusipatwe na muhadhara. That was a sparkle moment for me. Because when I had that muhadhara, I was like, wait a minute, that word, I think I should do something around it. So, and I started building a song around muhadhara, and of course it became very big. And that sort of got me out in the limelight. So that for me was, my best moment.
Okay. What about your lowest moment?
My lowest moment will have to be when I was cyberbullied for doing hello. That was so bad for me. I was depressed for 2 weeks. You know, I locked up myself for 2 weeks, and it was difficult for me. But anyway, what it is.
You're about to take us to the boardroom.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of depression, we've seen so many people who taken their own lives because of it. So, what did you do to overcome that?
I won't lie to you that for a moment I was not able to pray because I felt so down. I was stressed. I was depressed. But eventually I was able to put myself together. My family was there for me, my friends, and above all, God. And I also applied my biggest strength, which is a positive attitude. And that's how I was able to come out of it. But it wasn't easy. I wouldn't say it was easy.
So friends, family, and having a positive attitude.
Exactly. God was there for me, irrespective. Well, there are times even Jesus was actually at his lowest. And even prayer was difficult, but he had to hang on there. To a point where he told God, please remove this cup from me. Yeah. He was human at that point. So at that point, I was also very human, and I felt like I wanted to give up. Nowadays, I see comments like, oh, Jimmy Gait said he was quitting music. Yeah, and it's true. I almost quit music because I felt like, man, this is difficult. This is hard. But I thank God I'm here.
Amen.
Yeah. So this is our boardroom.
What happens here?
This is where we're doing the meetings, the HISIA meetings with the team. Yeah.
Kila pahali decoration. Nakwambia kunakaa noma sana. Aya, so we're gonna move in to another office.
And this is where you can chill. If you're waiting for
sofas.
well, just for chilling when sometimes I sit here when I want to think. It gives me some calmness because this area is very quiet, and I love it because it gives you the solace. You're able to think and focus. So sometimes I sit here just to think.
Nice.
Yeah.
So after appointment, what happens in between those breaks?
I try to balance my life because I'm doing a lot of things. There's music, of course, which is my first love. But I built my life on music. When I built my life on music, at some point when I wasn't doing too well in music, it really affected me. And financially, I literally got down. And so when I got up again, I decided I wanted to sort of re-strategize and, repackage myself. And I started doing business. So I give a lot of time into business, but not forgetting music. But now I'm focused on music. I really want to focus on music, and that's why I released a new song 3 days ago. And we have scheduled so many songs because I've been recording. I have 7 videos that need to come out. So I'll be giving you a lot of music. Yeah.
What's that financial advice probably you can give an artist in terms of how they should be managing their finances, what they should be doing in such a way that hawakui down?
Invest in things that can make you money. At some point I never used to invest. I used to invest in clothes, in looks, image. But then, you see, don't invest in liabilities, invest in assets. And assets are those things that can make you money. And that's why I focus so much on business, because in business, it helps me to make the money to be able to support my music. Because music is very expensive. Unajua watu hawajui. Watu wanaonanga tu ngoma imetoka. But they don't understand the financial implications of releasing a song. Releasing and making one song big is a whole lot of, hard work, resources, money. And if you don't have money, you get frustrated because fans want music. If you can't give them music, they forget about you. Sure. So it's not easy. Music is very difficult, by the way. Unajua watu wanasemanga nakam kwa industry. Kuna mwingine hata nilikutana na yeye kwa petrol station. I always remember that guy. So he told me, "Hey Jimmy, ngoja utaona. Nakam na vishindo sana." So yeye hajatoa song hata moja. Na anasema anakuja kurule. Yeah, that's like 5-6 years ago he told me that. He's still not known. Music is not what people think. By the time you see someone up there, the amount of work they've put in, the amount of resources and hard work is crazy, So, manze, tuheshimuni tafadhali. Ile kazi tunafanya, si mchezo.
Let me ask you, averagely in a cost, like how much have you for a video?
If you want to do a good video,
let me not say video, as in to release music, as in audio, video, marketing, and all that. Like averagely, how much would you say it costs? We can probably move into another location.
Okay.
So as you were thinking about that,
so this is where one of the managers work. They work from here to organize things. So, but to answer your question. It takes a lot. There's the production of the audio, which can cost from 10 to 20,000, depending on the producer, good quality. And then, of course, there's the video production, which can cost from a good quality video will cost from 100. It can go all the way to 500,000, even $1 million. It depends on which producer again you're using. I prefer using good producers, so it means. An audio would cost me from 10 to 20,000. A video would cost me from 200. Sometimes can go to 400.
Wow!
And then there's the marketing now. The marketing is even more expensive because you have to distribute the music. You have to get it out there. It's literally marketing. You must have a marketing budget to get your song out there. Sometimes you have to pay YouTube ads. You have to pay Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Artists, both secular and gospel, they're really buying views and all that. What's your view on that?
All right, now here is my office. So I'll let you sit.
No, you might say I'm super okay.
No, I'll let you sit.
You are the guest, come on. Nikitoka nitasema.
I'm respecting your...
No. I also went to Jimmy Gait's office.
I can't imagine me seated when you're standing. Like...
Imagine it. I'm totally fine. Like...
A woman to stand when I'm seated. It will feel awkward. Sit on my seat, please. I'll feel better.
No, I am better to my sister. So what do you think about the views part, the buying of views?
The buying of views. Here's what I see. Everyone decides on how they want to run their business. If buying views gives you the impact you're looking for, it's fine. Because you see, there are different reasons why people do what they do. Why I do music is different from why someone else does music. True. So based on why you do it, it determines the things you do behind it, right? Some of us are in showbiz business. Some of us are in ministry. Others is a hobby. So it depends on why you do the music. If it's business, then you have to do whatever it takes to be on top, including buying views. And one of the things I discovered is that even big record labels, they buy views because of impression. Because marketing is looking larger than life. So if you can't look larger than life, you have to look at ways of making yourself look larger than life. Because people believe in, when you're big, you look credible, you know. Or rather, when you look big, you become credible. So, and as I said, it depends on why are you doing the music. Yeah.
That's interesting. So now let me start by bigging up the guys who are watching. So far nimeingia kama Nona Maina J is watching. Msipanyam tunauliza location. We are
Location in Nairobi.
True. Yeah. Sunny David and I am seeking a good wife, my God. Alicia nasema namba ya Jimmy Gait, you're waiting. Oh my God. Eric unasema mbona hajatoa ngoma ya Binguni, hakuna Obando. Oh my God. Now hapo ndio Hisia inakujianga. Please tell us more about Hisia.
Hata kuna wengine wananiambia ati mbona sijatoa ngoma ya Binguni hakuna 0 VAT. 0% VAT. Anyway, hiyo ni cyberbullying. Wewe buda. Whoever you are, hiyo ni cyberbullying. Mwacha kuni cyberbully. Unaona tuko kwa Hisia. Hapa ni kwa Hisia bana.
So what is Hisia all about?
All right, Hisia is the platform that put together that is bringing together digital stakeholders and users so we can address the issue of cyberbullying. Because I realized after I was being bullied and healing from it, I decided to do more study on it. And I discovered that it's a problem that so many people are going through. So I decided to focus on how can we bring a solution around it. Because so many children are being cyberbullied, they commit suicide, or they become depressed, they start performing poorly in school, they isolate themselves, and it has a lot of effects. And it does the same to even young people, older people. There's so many cases of suicide that are happening today because of cyberbullying. So Hisia is addressing that issue and giving an opportunity for the victims to have a place where they can be talked to, counseled. We've partnered with Childline Kenya, where you can get free counseling by dialing 116 for free. You call that number if you're a victim, and you get free counseling, professional counseling, across the country. We have the Ministry of ICT that is backing us up. We have one of the major media houses that has come on board to help us create more awareness around it. And in a little bit, you start seeing a lot of activations around the same. We've done quite a number of things. We've done roadshows, we've done dinners, we've done workshops in universities. We've done we are doing a lot of activities around it just to talk to people around, cyberbullying, because trust me, it's not funny. Unajua watu wanafikirianga hii kitu ni fun.
Yeah, actually that's what I wanted to ask. How do you draw the line between cyberbullying and you see sometimes they say no negativity or no negative publicity is bad publicity. Or the publicity is publicity, whether it's bad or good, is how you transform. So how do you draw a line between cyberbullying part and the publicity part?
Here's the thing. We're not telling people not to give their opinions around things, around issues, around people. What we're saying is, as you give your opinions, can you be considerate? Ask yourself, put yourself on the other side of that person. Okay? Put yourself in their shoes. How would you want people to address you? Would you want people to insult you? Would you want people to start saying all sort of negative things around you? It's okay to correct somebody, but correct them in love. Correct them in a way that doesn't hurt them. If you don't like my song, why can't you suggest to me what I can do to improve myself than telling me you're an idiot, you're stupid, you deserve to die? Those are very hurtful words that people on social media tell each other, but they never stop for a moment to think, what if it was me? How would I feel if someone told me that? Nobody is perfect. You have your own shortcomings, weaknesses. You have your own, mistakes that you do. How would you want people to address you? Some of the people who actually criticize others, if you look at their lives, they're miserable. Yeah. They're bitter about life. They're envious. They're jealous. They have lost so much, and so they're trying to look for a punching bag. And so when they see somebody out there who's, who's probably having a weakness, they want to now subject that person to a lot of hate, a lot of pressure. But here's what I say. The problem is actually not the person you're addressing. You are the problem. Because you speak what is in your heart. So what you comment and talk about others is a reflection of who you are. Because I keep saying this, you don't see people as they are, you see people as you are. So if you're a jealous person, you will look at people from a jealous perspective. If you're a loving person, you will look at people from a loving perspective, and you will treat them with love. Sure. So it's so much not to do with the person you're addressing or talking about. It has so much to do with you and how you look at things, how you look at people. I can look at someone and say, oh, you're so fat. And all I can say is how ugly they are. But actually, they are not ugly. It's you that is ugly because you think that fat people are ugly or slim people are ugly. So it's not that they are ugly. It's your perspective that is being reflected in your statement. So here's what we're saying. Kabla uklik, fikiria, Think about yourself. Think about others. What if it was your mother that is being exposed out there and people are talking so much BS around her? Or your dad or your child? How would you feel? What if it was you? How would you feel? You see, when people say bullied me, and I was going through so much at that time I was going through a financial crisis. I had been auctioned. Because my business had come down. I had lost so much money and I got in so much debt and I was auctioned. And during those 3 months, so much happened in my life. I was in a black, dark spot. That time is when I released Hello and Yes Would Be a Sponsor. I was bullied left, right, center. I was being told all sort of things. But that person never stopped to think. Hakufikiria. People were just bashing me, but they didn't understand what I was going through. Thank God I was strong enough to stand. Someone else would have committed suicide. Imagine, I didn't have money. Sometimes I would sleep hungry. I didn't have a place to sleep because I was auctioned. I was in a really, really tight place, and then people are on my case. You see, people who commit suicide so much is not because they were bullied. It's because they have other pressures. Someone has lost their job. Someone has been left by their spouse. They are under so much pressure. Someone doesn't have food. Someone is being hated left, right, center by their family. They are going through so much. And then you add salt to their wounds by cyberbullying them. They're like, you know what? It's too much. I can't handle it anymore. Most of the people, a very huge percentage, after my study around cyberbullying, I discovered that that's the reason why people commit suicide. Cyberbullying is usually the last button that people press to commit suicide, So let's be careful about the things we say about others online. Let's think. And that's what CA is about. And so we're inviting digital stakeholders and users and brands. I'm happy that so many brands are coming in to support the cause. We've had so much support, tremendous support, and we're asking more and more brands to come in, media to come in, because the media, you guys are the ones that shape the perception of people. If we push that cyberbullying others is not cool, and we push it all over the place, eventually people will think that cyberbullying is not cool.
That's an very super interesting perspective. Let me read your comments. Harriet Jesse anasema wayo pole. Esther Modena anasema cyberbullying is demonic. People should just stop doing it. Daniel Gambo anasema you're a beautiful man. My God. It's supposed to be handsome. Because Steve anasema oh my God, pole jo, usijiue, usilie. Mwari wa Kibe anasema my mom used to tell me while someone had Jimmy Gait.
Sorry,
yes?
as you read the comments, I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, just let me fix something. Naito hapa nje.
Oh, sawa. Yeah. So as this, let me take over. Let me take over your office actually. Finally. Hey. Panya akitoka panya utawala. How does it even go? Paka akitoka panya utawala. Now, I want to show you the office. Ebu kwanza. Look at, huko kuna vases. There's a car over there. Unajua nini? Tunasema paka akitoka panya utawala vizuri. Now look. This is super nice. It seems he likes toys, or rather big and small toys. We saw his car outside. I don't know what this was. Yeah. What else? Hapa there's a medal. Aki tunajitawale ukweli. Tutone ni medal ya nini. It's not written. What else? Okay, there's this guy. Oh, there's another portrait of him here. And yeah, it's a beautiful office. Don't you think so? So, mtaka kuona nini by the way? Sharudi. Ukerudi. Aniendelee tu. Eric Mzalendo anasema karo kama panya nitawale vizuri. Alisha anasema tu niendelee hivyo. Halima anasema Jimmy God is great. Julia Karanta anasema it's so touching. Morning Star anasema don't bother brother, God has good plans for you. John Moniki pia anasema pole sana to him. I was reading a comment by Mariwa Mangef. Oh, Mariwa Kibe, you are saying my mom used to tell me while someone at Jimmy Gait, Escapement Primary and Larry High na alikuwa anachapa Jimmy wakenda home. Is that true? Were you beaten? How come you tell us? Beaten, huh? Were you beaten?
Beaten?
Yeah.
By?
Hizo shule nimemention Larry and all that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, tulikuwa tunachapwa mbaya sana.
So there was a female student who was beating you.
A female student?
Yeah, because anasema mama yake ndiye alikuwa na kuchapa sana.
Maybe alikuwa mwalimu. Siwezi chapwa na mwanamke. Yawa. Yaani mtu kama mimi bwana niko na ni chapwa na mwanamke kwani sina akili mzuri.
Oh my God. Aya, Jane Mbugo, asante sana. Esther unasema usororaji nimemaliza. Jessica anasema appointment blesses me a lot. This is from Jessica Kenywa. Jeff Kimson anasema I like Jimmy Kikuyu remix song. Sani anasema the book of understanding of the human thinking. Elke na kuona alafu Luke Sang anasema ngojea nyimbo Pulse TV ni mwega. Aya basi. So Jimmy's going to talk to us about his latest song. Yes. Pokea Sifa. Pokea Sifa. Tuambie about Pokea Sifa.
Pokea Sifa is a beautiful song, and it's a song that I'm focusing on my story. Where I've come from when I started and where I came from. Unajua nilikuwa nafanya hizi kazi za mjengo, slashing. Nilikuwa nafanya kwa kiosk. Tulikuwa tunauza chips. Na nilikuwa na pilwaru na kisu. You know, and I used to do two sacks actually. 2 sacks, you know, these big sacks.
Yeah.
Mpaka zenye zinakuanga na joherera. I used to do two sacks every day. So when I looked at that and where God put me, and then of course as I mentioned to you, at some point almost 2 years ago I was auctioned. And then after that I got my breakthrough and I was back up again. So I remembered about all that and I said, you know what? I give God the praise because it has taken him for me to come out of where I was to where I am today. And so this is a praise song. I'm just praising God and I'm inspiring people to praise God for the things he has done for them, but also to encourage somebody who's down and tell them that, hey, even if you're down today, don't give up. You can always come up again. Sure. Or you can always come up if you've never come up. There's hope. Yeah.
Who are those particular people probably you can big up for standing by you the whole time?
My parents, my family. I mean, they've been there for me 100%. They believe in me. They support me. Those people are so important to me. I would thank, people like Esther Ohome who was there for me when I was starting music. Paul Mokoma, they supported me. I've had so many people along the way who've supported me. The media, of course, has been there for me. They've really, every media house has supported me. Look at you guys, you're here. You're giving me publicity.
Unaweza tupatia ama utuimbia at least a verse or a chorus hiyo pokea sifa?
Actually, can
you are trying to play it on YouTube?
I was actually trying to. By the way, you guys need to go on YouTube and watch the song. It's doing pretty well. Yeah. If you haven't watched the song, it's on YouTube. Make sure you go on YouTube and watch, like, comment, share, because it's a powerful song. It's a testimony. So you want me to sing? Chapati madondo, ugali na mboga, tulikula pamoja. Mathri hadi Odeon, saa zingine Route 11, tulienda pamoja. Ivarodi, tulitembea sana, tukakosa kazi, tukaenda Jivanji, tukauma vako, tuone kama mambo yatakuwa mpango, tukituliza hapo, majioni, tutembea nyumbani, juanuna Ferrari, mama yo. Nikiangalia kwenye mimi nimetokezea, Mungu kweli menibarikia. Every time I think about you, I just want to give you praise. Every time I think about you, I just want to give you praise. Pokea sifa. Yani nawapatia show ndani ya ofisi yangu, a free show. Pokea sifa. Hey. Hiyo simetosha.
So, how do you feel about it? Kuna waseni kwa naona wakisema iko poa sana, tenda kuicheck YouTube. Alisha Nyagudhi anasema Jimmy, naweza okoka tupendane. How do you respond to that?
Kwanza sina wife manzi. Sina wife bana. Hiyo ni kitu moja nahitaji. Wife hero.
What are you looking for in a wife?
Nipate kama mtoto.
No. There's so many bachelorettes out there. So what are you really looking for in a wife?
Someone who's simple. I don't want a drama queen. I don't want a slay queen. Nataka tu mtu amesimama. Unaona? Amesimama kitabia. Amesimama pia.
So you want someone with a very nice figure. Ama unataka haga. What are you trying to tell us? Are you looking for an ass? Someone with a big ass?
It is not say that you.
No, you are doing this. Okay, someone with a nice figure.
I did this. I did this. Mtu amesimama.
Alafu?
But you see, wacha nikwambie, mambo ya bedroom haijaokoka.
It's true.
Unaona? Mambo ya bedroom usidanganywe na mtu ati imeokoka. Mambo ya bedroom ni ya bedroom. Na Mungu ndiye alitupatia hii vitu. Unaona? Kwa hivyo ni mzuri kuwa na ile desire. If you marry someone who you don't feel attracted to, it's a disaster. Kwa hivyo lazima pia akuwe mtu mwenye
You guys have chemistry. Do you want a tall, a short? Ama, you don't mind?
A shorter one. A shorter one than me.
Black, nini?
Nakuwa hivi.
So, light skin, dark skin, or it doesn't matter?
Not too dark. Chocolate, light skin.
Do you mind about tribes?
I don't. I'm not tribal. Yeah.
So anaweza kuwa from any tribe?
It doesn't matter. Bora tunasikizana. Na mtu mwenye naweza ambia niko na njaa aende kitchen anipikie. Sio mtu mwenye nikimwambia niko na njaa ananiambia enda kitchen, like fridge, like seriously. Okay. You know, nataka mtu mwenye submissive. Mtu ananipenda for me, not for what I am, but for me. James.
Okay. Hapa naona sasa comments. Wambura Anthony anaingilia Alicia, anasema Alicia hana hizo qualities zenye umemention. Karen Munene anasema Jimmy amekupenda. Geoffrey anasema achilia namba utapata. Oh my god, zime disappear. Sijui nime refresh or something. Oh my god.
Mtu ameokoka. Very important.
Okay. Aya, so Julia Karanjo anasema unavotia pia Alicia achukuliwe na Jimmy Gait. I see you. Ryan Moro anasema Jimmy hit my inbox. I'm what you are looking for. Jane Anana anasema Kai Cheso. I think amekunini. Abdi Mankara anasema do you mind if Somali?
Oh, I love Somalis. They look beautiful. Bora si Muslim.
Also, you want a Christian wife to be in short?
Not just a Christian wife, a saved Christian wife.
So mimi najaribu kuulizia questions wase. So those are the qualities that actually Jimmy Gait is looking for. Unajua mpaka ifai kuisha vile kama hujapata mtu.
Labda, you never know. Maybe that's why you came here, to get me a wife.
To get you a wife. We're gonna do that. But itakuwa challenge, find Jimmy Gait a wife before the end of the year. So Jimmy, since you were born in Kiambu, and if vitu gani ungependa watu wajue more about Kiambu, na vitu gani you feel like Kiambu inawaangusha kidogo?
Kiambu is one of the best counties in Kenya. Very productive in terms of agriculture, in terms of human labor. Watu wa Kiambu ni watu wa kujitafutia. Hiyo ndio kitu napenda about Kiambu, and that's why I work very hard, because I come from Kiambu. There's that culture of working hard in Kiambu. Of course there are those misgivings in our county, but I'm proud to be from Kiambu, and I would invite as many people as possible wakuje Kiambu, kwa sababu Kiambu ndio vitu zina happen. Did you know that Kiambu is one of the richest counties in this country?
The Kiambu County or Kiambu? Kuna Kiambu the place, na Kiambu the county. Am I saying the same thing?
Kiambu County. Remember, coffee and tea comes from Kiambu. Most of it. Okay. Apart from Kericho and where else? A bit of Nyeri. But
pia Murang'a tuko na tea, my friend.
Oh, wewe ni Murang'a? Wewe ni Murang'a? Kula wira tu.
We have very active ladies. Yeah, so probably can be walking you outside.
An active men in Murang'a. I can see they're very active. Oh,
oh my God. Follow me on my social media platforms, you'll find out. Otherwise, so probably can be escorting us outside, because we're about to end this live show. Guys, if you missed or you had any question for Jimmy Gait, feel free to ask. Otherwise, Geoffrey Kimani anasema Kiambu Kimende ndio home, najua huko vizuri sana. Hanya Mwajambia, kuna mhindi utakubali? Oh my God. Yani watu wamekutafutia
Muhindi?
Muhindi Msomali, my friend.
I think we need to do a beauty contest, like the one that was done in the Bible by the king. By the way, I've been thinking about that. Why not do a beauty contest? Choose one. Choose the best now. I'm the best now.
But you know, someone might be beautiful, but then again, unajua mtapata kila kitu.
Unajua unawa interview. You're able to pick the value system of somebody. Unasikia unamuuliza nikikuja usiku niko na njaa, umelala na chakula ni baridi, what would you do? Unaona sasa hapo, unaona hata wewe sasa
unajua kwenye microwave iko, my friend. In the first place, why did you come that late? Ulikuwa wapi?
Labda nilikuwa show. Si kama leo niko show usiku Nyeri. By the way, kama uko Nyeri, leo niko Nyeri, White Rhino, Miss Tourism Kenya. I'll be rocking down there. All my hit songs I'll be performing. So kama uko Nyeri or around Nyeri, please come. White Rhino.
Nice. Basi, so I think hizo ndio challenges. Other guys nishapatia clue ya Kenya he'll be asking. Otherwise, we can go outside now. So Alisha unasema Jimmy mwambie Alisha yuko, nishamwambia Alisha. Francis unasema muulize ataimba about China deni. Oh my god, hii deni tuko nayo ya China.
China, hii deni tuko nayo ni kubwa sana. Inafaa iimbiwe.
But okay, let's talk politics. What do you think of the fact that we've borrowed so much? Or rather, probably they say we've not borrowed so much, but I think we borrowed so much. Unafikiri about your story, Ajay?
Okay, I don't like so much commenting about politics because I'm not too much into it. However, whatever needs to be done because I think our country is sinking down. And I think our president is really doing a whole lot to salvage the situation in our country. But of course, there's always room for improvement. I don't like criticizing my president or leaders. It's better to critique them, from a positive place of saying, I know you've done a whole lot. Because people like talking about the bad things that are happening, but they never talk about the good things that are happening. There's so many good things that these leaders have done that can also be given focus. However, they need to improve on a whole lot more of things that are going wrong. So, yes, we have the right and the audacity to question them on why they are doing what they're doing sometimes. But they don't always do wrong things. Sometimes they do the right things and we need to commend them. It's like, even me, when I do something good, more often than not, many people may not see it until I do something wrong. That's when Twitter is going to blow up, But I think we need to build a culture of also appreciating people when they do something right, something good, because it feels good to be appreciated, than just be bashed all the time.
Hapo umecheza safe. But you as a Kenyan, uko affected in any way?
I'm affected. I mean, the tax issue is really quite something. I mean, the cost of living has gone so high. Buying something today has become such a serious cost. I think we need to find a lasting solution.
So let me ask, speaking of that, do you naona uko affected sana? What's the most expensive item that you own?
I run a very private life. I don't like exposing myself too much into the public. But what I can say is God has blessed me, God has blessed me with enough things to ride on, enough things to keep my life safe. I'm able to eat well. I'm able to move from point A to point B.
Bana, usimasikia alisema wacha niringe. So, what's the most expensive item you own?
Most expensive item I own. Maybe one of them could be my watch, my Rado. Yeah.
How much is it?
How much do you think it is?
I don't know. Shafi aliniambia kona watch sijui 150, 200, 500. How much is that?
Actually, this cost 200. It's an original Rado.
Hey, can I borrow it once we're done with this interview? 200, you just carrying a watch for 200 shillings.
This is a watch I'm going to wear for many, many years without, even if I drop it in water.
And what's it with watches that men feel that they need to invest a lot on them?
A good watch is a good accessory for a man, for a serious man. a good watch, good shoes. Actually, yeah.
I thought kama ni time, you can always check on your phone, like sahi ni saa ngapi, you get?
Well, it really depends on your value system, you know. What do you value most? There are people who don't value dress code. You know, I'm one of those people who value how I look. So I also sometimes try and invest on, you know, the looks.
So let me take in your last questions. Elsie Demula Samakaro mwambie natafuta kazi. Unaweza kutafuta kazi. Unaweza mwambia aje?
Anatafuta kazi?
You have a big office, by the way.
Well, kazi ziko, by the way. Kazi ziko mtu akitafuta. Of course I don't have too many jobs. But mwambie anitumie CV kwa inbox at Jimmy Gait Instagram. Jimmy Gait KE.
You're the one who manages your own social media account?
Yes.
Okay. So Diamond Detention anasema Jimmy usijali, binguni hakuna VAT. Ibrahim Wanga anasema watu watakuja Nyeri vizuri sana. Otherwise, Julia Karanja anasema boy traino nitakuwa unitafute ukifika. Lennox anasema aki Jimmy chukua tu Alisha Jagothi. Mariwa Kibo anasema Jimmy unajua place uitwa Keroiro. I think ni swimming pool hapo kwenu. You know that?
That's my shags.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ibrahim Wange anasema kuna kadem kwa balcony. Yeah. Labda ni Jimmy amemficha hapo, but otherwise, guys, thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate so much. But let me ask you my last questions. What's the biggest misconception about you?
That I'm proud. Yeah. Some people think I'm proud because I don't talk much. I'm naturally an introvert, so I don't talk much. Okay. But I think I'm a very extremely approachable person. I relate with anyone and everyone. Yeah, I'm just an introvert. That's something I can't help. I'm just an introvert. I'm not too much out there. But I love talking to people. When people stop me on the street, I stop and I talk to them. You know, pride has never, ever crept in me.
Next question. What makes you fulfilled in life?
What makes me fulfilled in life is being on my path and not competing with anybody but me. Yeah.
Okay. Next question. How do you think you've evolved since the Mohadara and the Furifuri era?
Well, I think I have evolved quite a bit. I'm not where I used to be. I'm not how I started. I'm getting wiser.
Sorry. Oh yeah, he had told us he has a cold. Sorry so much.
Yeah, I told you I have a cold, so pray for me. I'm hoping that tonight I'll be fine, but this week has been a bit down for me, the cold. But I'll be fine. So what is the question?
I was asking what. Sorry. Okay, let me just go to the next question. What do you think of the current gospel scene? The artist and of course the audience.
There's a whole lot of mixed feelings around it. There are people who are feeling like gospel is not gospel anymore. There are people who are feeling like we've gone to the next level. And again, as I said, it has to do with people's perception and what they want. But most importantly is to ask ourselves, are we doing the right thing before God? For me, that's the most important.
Nice. And what will be your parting shots now?
My parting shot, let's be positive. Let's say positive. Let's build each other, not destroy each other. Let's be careful about how we relate online. I'm a very strong advocate of safe internet. We need to be safe online because the world is moving to the internet. I was looking at my phone, and the last time I used you remember that M-Pesa what do you call that, the original M-Pesa that we used to use? I don't remember the last time I used to use the simple original M-Pesa. Okay, you know, there's the original and there's the app, the M-Pesa app.
Oh, hii ya simu ya kawaida, hii ukienda kwa sim kit.
Sim kit. The last time I used the sim kit is a long time ago. I always use the app to do my transactions. In this is to say that life is moving online. Everything is going to be online. The more reason we have to advocate for safety online, for our children, for the youth, for the older generation, for all of us. We need to have a safe internet. Very soon you won't be going to the shop. You'll be ordering everything. Like, everything is going to be happening online. That's why a lot of brands are moving so much online. The more reason we need to have online safety. So I hope that we become more safe. Be that person that contributes to internet security. Don't be that person who insults others, criticizes others. Kabla click, fikiria. Follow me on Instagram, Jimmy Gait KE. Twitter is Jimmy Gait. My Facebook has been hacked, Jimmy Gait. And Hisia, follow Hisia_KE. And let's generate the conversations. Thank you so much, Pulse. I've been watching you on YouTube. I'm a very big follower of you guys. So I'm so happy that you found time to come and be with me.
No, it's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. So last question. Lennox alikuwa anauliza, ask him kama akona tattoo, and if not, why?
I don't have a tattoo. I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure I want to have a tattoo. And if I do, it will probably be a very positive tattoo that even if I put it 10 years from now, I would not regret it. Yeah. But I still don't have one. Would you like me to put a tattoo?
Comments are very crazy. Let me just be my parting shot. Alisha anasema hata nikusomee ndio nini. Let me want to see your reaction. So Alisha anasema, Jimmy tuko na homa both, he love yetu inakaa. Ann Kimanzi anasema, Jimmy hata mimi niko na homa. Any you guys mnarelatiana?
Homa mania.
You guys nikaa mna aya. Ryan Mwaura anasema, homa yangu iko loading, he magnetic attraction by the way. Ask Jimmy. Oh my god, akina kwambia umepata madem wengi.
Madem wengi.
Simon Juba anasema, you will be fine, just boil ginger and lemon together with a little honey. At least no, this is a guy now.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
The other three were ladies.
Oh, they were ladies.
Wanasema mko kwa hiyo nini ya homa pamoja.
Okay. Homa mania.
So guys, thank you so much for everyone who's been watching. I'll see you guys next time. I was an Ninja Carlida Carls. Bye.
Peace out. PulseLive.com. Yeah.